Lori, that's your cue. I think you're
Hi.
muted. There you
Hi guys, what's up? It's time. It's finally time for our next games list to be revealed. We're doing things a little bit differently this time. We're doing our games list instead of our schedule. We'll get to the reason why, but for now, I mean, it's the same thing. Video games are real, once again.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I don't believe you.
So yeah, we have a few exciting things to talk about. I think we're around the same area of time, or area of games and showcases with 49 games and 3 unique panels. Except for this event, we're going to be rolling out the schedule within the next few weeks. It's going to be our first non-stop. We're changing from our previous format of 16 hours a day, 4 days in a row. We're going to try and roll from 10 a.m. Eastern on Friday, November 12th, all the way to 10 p.m. on Sunday, November 14th, without any stopping. So it's going to be very fun, hopefully.
I just want to make one quick correction. Our very first marathon, which was for Extra Life, I believe was like 30 hours straight, and that was nonstop. But ever since we went to like long format,
yeah, this is still our biggest undertaking.
This is big. It's big.
And at the very least, it should be much more friendly to those of our friends who happen to be across the Atlantic Ocean. And across the Pacific Ocean, for that matter.
I mean, you mean like a huge chunk of our community, which is part of the reason that we can actually do this now?
Pretty much.
Yeah, shout outs to you, Europe.
Shout out to you, Europe.
We see you.
I have a question for you, Europe. I have a question for you, Europe. Do you like donating to Trans-Lifeline? Because we're doing that.
Again?
I believe this is the first time in our marathon's history, actually, that we are returning to a charity that we have already done an event for. Trans-Lifeline is a great charity helping trans people in need get resources to get themselves back on track. And they were an absolute joy to work with last fall, so I'm really happy to be supporting them yet again. This fall. Their website is translifeline.org if you want to learn more.
Yeah, they have a bunch of really cool programs that we're going to be supporting. I have worked a lot with some of the reps over there, and I know last fall when we did this, we raised money for like several very concrete items, things like gender markers on IDs that cost a lot of money for people to get, and Trans-Lifeline gives them grants so that they can get them, and stuff like that is just life-changing for people. So I'm so happy that we can work with them again.
Yeah, it is great. And something that's really exciting to announce involving us supporting Trans-Lifeline is that this time we're kind of not alone in the endeavor. We have a partner with us this time, and that is Walking Dog Music.
Yes.
I believe you know more about this one than me.
Yeah, so for those of you who know Vince Wolf, who is the dad wolf of Twitch. Let's get that right out there up front. Vince is a Twitch partner. He has hosted for us on multiple occasions. He is a huge fan of Fastest Furs. We are a big fan of Walking Dog Music. It's playing right now. It's going to be playing all throughout the stream. It's going to be playing all throughout the marathon. And I know from talking to Vince, he's also going to be giving away a lot of prizes during the marathon. So the cool thing about Walking Dog is it is chill, lo-fi music. It is perfect stream music, and it is all DMCA free. So if you are a streamer and you have something like, I don't know, Spotify Premium, or just you want to go out onto Bandcamp and buy the Walking Dog albums, you can get all this amazing music that you can use in your streams, and it is all furry artists. It is all it's a total endeavor that is a community endeavor, and I am so happy that Walking Dog is going to be working with us to promote and help Trans-Lifeline, because it's a great partnership. And yeah, enjoy the music now and all throughout the marathon.
I'm super excited about having them here this time. It's going to be great.
Yeah, me too. I've been using their music for the last several months, and I just can't get enough of it.
Absolutely. Yep. And speaking of really cool things involving this marathon,
just really quick on Walking Dog. They just released another album over the weekend. So even if you've done Walking Dog, even if you've used Walking Dog's music before, checked them out before, they just released more new music. So definitely go check them out, follow them on Twitter and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's roughly every 2 or 3 months that they put out something new.
Yep. And speaking of really cool people doing really cool things to help this upcoming Fall Fest, we got this really cool logo design from Hey Fizzy J,
who is lurking in the chat, by the way.
Seen it? You're calling out the
lurkers. Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
If you remember our merch store from Spring Spectacular just earlier this year, when November comes, this design is going to be added to our merch store, and I don't have to tell you that this design is incredible.
Yep, and this is actually only one of the designs. There's a couple different variations of it as well that we have not released out into the wild yet. So you'll have a lot of options to get a shirt or two, and just it's such a cool logo. It was a lot of fun to help design, and Jay just absolutely knocked it out of the park. So shout outs to him.
Mm-hmm. All the profits during the month of November, the event that we're going to be running, or the month that we're going to be running the event, will also go to Trans Lifeline. So keep that in mind when you buy. It's even cooler. And if you want to buy something now, we still do have our team logo design up on the merch shop. You can get it on mugs, stickers, as well as shirts. And I think this design should also be available on everything.
Yep, the Fastest Furs logo merch is available right now if you want some.
So I love this logo. We keep getting really good logos. I don't know how we do it.
It's almost like there's really good artists in the furry community.
They're super good artists. I mentioned this before the stream starts, but I'm wearing my Spring Spectacular shirt right now. That logo was incredible, and this one is too.
I'm wearing a shirt.
That's crazy.
I also am wearing a shirt.
Hey, me too.
What?
Why don't all you shirt wearers come together and help me? Because we still need volunteers. Games list is being revealed in literally I had to do my best. Games list is being revealed in literally a minute. So be patient. But before that, the games are done, but we still have volunteer and prize submissions open. So if you still want to be a part of the event, maybe you want to be on the hosting mic, maybe you want to help out behind the scenes, maybe you want to throw in a little bit of extra stuff to give back to the community, you can do all of that on our Oengus page. There is a list of forms to still get in any volunteer or prize submission you want to throw in, and then when those we hit the deadline, we'll look at those, we'll get those schedules out. Obviously, since they're still open for submissions, the prize list and volunteer schedule is going to be coming out a bit later than the games. So stay patient on that. But again, if you still want to do that, you still have time.
And just really quick, I saw a question in chat. What does volunteering entail? We have a bunch of different roles, and you can just sign up for whatever sounds good to you. We have stream checkers, we have stream techs, we have hosts, we have social media, we have chat moderators. I think those are the five roles.
Yep. I filled out my volunteer form while working on this slide just to make sure I knew what all the roles were for volunteering.
You just wanted to make sure the link worked.
Yeah, and it does work. I can click on it. I'm not going to, but I can. This is live. That's
and here's Laurie showing you how to fill out a volunteer application.
Yeah, here's the entire thing. No, but it's not time for me to fill out the volunteer application. You know what time it is? It's Gamer Games time.
That's good time as well.
It is. So here's the part you've all been waiting for. Here's the part where me and some friends get to talk about the games that you'll be seeing at this upcoming Fast as Furious Fall Fest. Try saying that 5 times fast. And to start us off, Blaze.
Yo, that's me.
You always help me with stuff like the stuff you just helped me with. But we've never gotten together and talked about some games. We're fixing that right now with the first of our wacky boys.
Yes, I am a wacky boy, and I always have pizza on the brain.
Always got pizza on the brain. So yeah, for this first section of games, we're gonna have Blaze. What do you think about this video game?
I love this video game. So this is actually going to be our very first VR game in a Fastest Furs marathon. So one game, we've already got a historic moment here. And this is being run by a good friend of mine and has run River City Girls for us before, as well as at GDQ, Bahamut X. So come watch some VR game. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, VR speedruns are super cool. Obviously, Half-Life Alyx is pretty popular for being cool, and this one is also pretty neat.
Half-Life Alyx has actual out of bounds in it. It's crazy.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, VR speedruns are awesome.
That's right.
And kind of going into a big kind of deal with our first VR run that we've ever had. We are jumping, thanks to the lovely thing that is alphabetical order, into our very first of the showcases that we have for this event, which is an AI dungeon story building showcase with Brossentia.
Yes, and this is also going to be a bonus, I believe. We're going to sort the rest of that out, but yeah, we have several different showcases. Oh, you had a graphic.
Yeah, I was ready
sorry
to announce it. It's okay.
Okay. We have not rehearsed this clearly.
The man has the cart. He's here.
Yep. So Brossentia is going to be taking us through a showcase of AI Dungeon Story Builder, which, if you have not seen it before, is so ridiculous. And it's going to be a good time. Hopefully, we won't offend anybody too much, but I trust Brossentia.
I trust Brossentia.
Yes.
Which is
I trust Brossentia.
These are famous last words.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I do.
I put all of my faith in Brossentia. I trust you.
I'm going all in. All right, and then coming up next, we have Banjo-Kazooie.
Yes, I'm so excited for this run. This is going to be great. So this is going to be Banjo-Kazooie 100% by Jagsy Fox, who is going to be making their Fastest Furs debut. Has been grinding the heck out of this game lately. It's actually going to be the Xbox version, I believe, but it's going to be really cool. And we've never had a Banjo game in a Fastest Furs, so we can check that one off the canon list. Who, Jags or Banjo?
Why not both?
Yeah, they're both pretty cute.
If Jags is comfortable with me calling him cute, then both.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Banjo, very popular speed game for very good reasons. It'll be exciting. Although I guess it isn't only for N64, is it?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
It's coming to Switch soon. It's coming to Switch soon.
Not anymore. Next up, we have Brutal Paws of Fury.
Furry.
All right. Yeah, no, this one's pretty interesting. It's a Street Fighter 2 clone featuring our favorite type of characters.
Yes, furry fighting game. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Ephraim show this off. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I always fighting game speedruns are always interesting because you will either see the AI just get destroyed, or sometimes the AI will just hit you 20 times. It's great.
For the record, I love seeing all these oohs in chat, and I need to see more of them.
Okay, hold on a sec. There we go. Nope, I can't.
All the oohs.
All of them. All the people in the call getting it in before the stream delay kicks in. But yeah, no, fighting game runs are always just short, sweet, nice. Really,
I believe it's the Genesis version, Ferret, but I'm sure Ephraim will correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next, Lori?
Coming up next, we have Bug Fables.
Oh, I know this game.
Bug game.
Bug
Bug
game.
game.
Comment my
I
beloved.
might like this game. I might like it. Who knows?
So Bug Fables is collectively one of our favorite games in the community. I actually ran this at
No, you ran this last Fall Fest.
I ran this last Fall Fest, but Corellius, who's going to be running for us, is the current world record holder for basically every category that he has touched. And is just
been like since the game came out.
Exciting.
second wave, but yes.
Sorry, we forgot the 1 week where I had it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, let's go.
But
yeah, no, forever.
This is gonna be a fantastic run. Even if you caught it last year, it's gonna be back and better than ever, and we're gonna have a great time with Bug Game. So
yeah, last year we had it. The 1.1 like big update was like brand new, so it was kind of wonky. But it's had like a year to solidify itself now.
That was a fun time. That was like the time when I had the game in all sorts of events and marathons, and then they just dropped like Kabu being able to dash right in the middle of all of that. That was great.
It really did.
It's fun though. I'm really looking forward to seeing all the new stuff because honestly, there's even been more that's been found and optimized since then, and I haven't even been able to keep up lately. So.
Also, I want my collector's edition to come
I know.
in.
I have 2 of them on the way. Where are they? Come on.
I don't know. But here's Chrono Trigger Jets of Time.
Oh, this is going to be great. So this is our first race. This is our first race of the marathon.
And our first randomizer.
I see what you did there, by the way, Lori.
Thank you.
Big fan.
But yeah, we have... Chrono Trigger is a really interesting game because obviously there are some other SNES games that are kind of very popular within the randomizer community. But Chrono Trigger is still a classic, very like well received and well regarded RPG, and it's got some pretty interesting things in this randomizer. Specifically, this category and mode, New Worlds Plus. I don't have the exact sentence that you told me about it, Blaze, but I believe what you're gonna see is not only some really fast randomizer action, but a bit of the game's new game plus within this randomizer.
Yeah, if I can get Angus to reload, I'm gonna try to read the description really quick because it's a very cool category here. Got it. This category uses the Lost Worlds flag that restricts the game to the future, prehistory, and dark ages. With fewer item checks, we go and beat one of the final bosses before using New Game Plus to go through and finish the other final boss. So yeah, it's going to be pretty unique. Even if you're kind of familiar with Chrono Trigger, there's going to be a lot going on there. So
absolutely. And then coming up after that, we have Dark Souls 3.
I don't know much about this Dark Souls game. Is this an indie title, Lori? What is...
I don't know, but we've never had it before.
We've never had a Dark Souls game in a Fastest First Marathon. How silly is that?
It's time to break that.
Yeah. Really looking forward to this one. Great runner, great game. We'll have fun with this one.
Very iconically difficult game, which means very cool one to see done fast.
It's the Dark Souls of Dark Souls.
It really is.
Yes. We have a lot of really good kind of like dark and spooky games too. I think that's going to be a theme you see as we kind of go through the games list this year.
Yeah,
so many good
dark and
games.
spooky game, Delta.
Oh yeah. So hey,
Yeah.
have you heard of this one? I've heard of this one.
I don't know.
I've heard of it. I played it. It's good.
Lori, where the hell are we?
We're in Deltarune Chapter 2, the second
Okay.
chapter. So yeah, this is a really new game. I believe Helix had like 2 days after the game came out to get in a submission video before submissions closed, and they have been putting a lot of time in this game, frankly, and it's really fun. So I'm really happy to have it. We're probably going to be one of the first people to show it off at a marathon.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. And Helix is going to do just a fantastic job. I think Helix has been in basically every Fastest First Marathon except for maybe the first one now. And
I think ever since the first time we got Helix on board, they've been here,
yeah,
Pretty much.
like repeatedly.
Yeah.
And
They're a lifer now.
This is notably not a marble roller.
Yes.
So
Not until
Although
chapter
I-
3, at least.
Oh, you're right.
Is that what chapter 3 is going to be?
Yes.
Super Deltarune
Deltarune ball.
ball.
They already
Super
put a
Delta
Game
Ball.
Gear in the ball.
Oh man, I'm looking
put-
forward to
they
this
put
one
Chris in there as
so
well.
much though. I love Undertale and Deltarune runs, and we haven't had one in a while, and
We
this is
haven't
gonna be
had
so hype.
I've heard good things about this run too. There's a lot of really cool things in it that you're gonna
Yeah,
be
there
excited
are.
about.
Did we ever have base Undertale?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we had a Deltarune race.
Yeah,
I know.
I was part of that.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't remember if we had original Undertale. But
Someone
moving
submit
on.
it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh, right. This is also a bonus game. I forgot to mention that one. This is a bonus.
I knew it was, and I didn't want to say it this time, Lori, because I knew it was coming.
All right.
so.
Well, you know how forgetful I am. Don't
So
worry.
I guess you're gonna have to donate for this one, chat. That might be a tough sell. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you guys know what Delta is?
Does it? Yeah, that might be a bit of a toughie.
I mean, it's just like the hottest game on the planet right now. Maybe.
Maybe Helix is enough of a household name to get this one done. I
I'd say
believe it.
so.
I'd say so.
We can hope. Yeah.
We can hope. Moving
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
We have Dr. Hauser. So you were talking about spooky games.
This is
earlier.
technically a spooky game.
I think the scariest thing about this game is how they got a frame rate that low.
It's true.
If you
terrifying.
have seen the, I think it was AGDQ 2020 run of this game, you would know it's hilarious. And if you haven't seen that run, you're about to find out in a month and a half that it is hilarious.
Yes, and it is also oddly one of the games that I think a lot of survival horror style games sort of looked at and were like, hey, that's a cool idea. Let's not do it this way.
Mm.
Also, seeing someone ask in the chat, it is on 3DO.
So
Radio
it's going to be
very
a
good for, like,
gonna
stuff
be
like
a-
this.
good time. Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
3DO's got cheesy games, got F&B games. It's a good time. Those are always fun to watch.
Absolutely. And then coming up next, we have Dually Bravo Land, which I made spin because I was worried that I wasn't funny enough.
Whoa!
Lori, you don't need to resort to cheap parlor tricks, Lori. You're so
Okay,
funny.
you'll see what's gonna happen.
This is a game submitted by NPC, who runs a lot of retro, interesting, unique games, and this one is actually pretty cute.
It's very
And-
cute.
I don't know if it's good or not. We mostly made the assessment that it was very cute and a great runner, showing off a game that clearly they played at least once or twice. So
Maybe
Apparently it's-
it's
very hard, yeah. So
We love you, NPC.
yeah, thank you so much for submitting
This is-
all of your game. A lot of runners had a lot of really good games, and we could only pick one, and this was one of those situations as well. So
Yeah, absolutely.
hmm
It's on Kusa Grande, so I'd lean towards not good. Noted. All right, and then moving on, we have Epistory Typing Chronicles by Shockwave.
this is going to be a great run too. This is the typing game for those of you who have not seen this before. It also has a fox in it, so
It's a furry
Yay,
typing game.
foxes!
it's a furry typing game, and it's actually a really fun game. I know Shock has done a showcase of it on our channel before, and it's going to be a really good time. It's such a cool run to watch.
Absolutely. I was gonna, also side note, I was gonna just like deck out the corners of the icon on the right with a bunch of funny keyboards. Did you know there is a Pokemon typing game on the 3DS?
It's actually on the DS.
Oh,
But
it's on the
actual-
standard DS?
It's on the standard DS. It has an actual
Okay.
keyboard attachment that comes with it too. It's
Yeah,
great.
and did you know they didn't decorate that keyboard at all?
What?
It's the
Aw.
most boring keyboard. I don't even think it has a numpad.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. But this run's not going to be boring like that keyboard.
Absolutely.
So don't worry about
Definitely
it.
not.
I hope it's on the GameCube keyboard controller.
I don't think it's going to be.
It won't be.
Oh, my
That exists too? What the heck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Timing of the Dead. Duh,
Typing of the
you're
Dead
right.
is a great game. Coming up next, though, we do not have Typing of the Dead, but we do have Enter the Gungeon, which I messed up alphabetically. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't have noticed if you hadn't said anything, but I'm
Well,
sure
I
there's
have
some
to
kind of
own
a
up to my
dictionary people in the chat that might have. But yeah, this is going to be a roguelike run from Zephyr, who has run for us before, and is going to do Rainbow Run Any %, which I believe is kind of like the new game plus mode for this game. You get
It
a big
requires
assortment of really
completing the
powerful
game.
weapons.
That's all I know.
Yeah, it's Rainbow, and
Yeah.
it's pretty. And this game's really cool looking. This is going to be
It
a lot
is.
of fun. So
Imagine making a roguelike harder. That's what's gonna
Gungeon's super
happen.
dope.
Gungeon is super cool.
I'm curious what character they're gonna use because then the bullet's really good.
I'm not sure either.
Yeah, we'll see. I
We'll
guess.
just have to see.
maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to be a bid war. We'll have to
Maybe
see.
it's gonna be a bit more.
Ooh, it could be.
More on that in a bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coming up next, though, we have another really interesting game.
Yes.
We have the
Oh,
Google
this is
Doodle
gonna be
Champion
so...
Island game.
I'm gonna let you and Shasta talk about this one, Laurie.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yes.
It's the Google Doodle Champion Island games. It's a race, actually.
It is a race. So this is a literal Google Doodle that like came out during the Olympics, and it's actually a full-on game. There's like
Yeah.
I think 8 different challenges to go through, maybe 7. I think maybe according to the medals on the screen. I forget exactly how much there are, but there's a good amount of challenges to go through. It's an actual video game with like actually really cool art and some good animation inside, and it's awesome. Like, you won't be
Adorable.
surprised by this run. It's actually really cool.
Yeah. It's adorable.
It's got that RPG like top-down art style as well, but like not all the games are like that. It's
I remember.
you'll love this one. Just check this
I
one out.
remember I saw this doodle and I was like, maybe I'll look through it. And then I went through it for 3 minutes and it felt like things were hardly getting started. And I was like, wow, this is too much content. I'm overwhelmed. So there's going to be a lot to do. And hopefully you guys will like this one.
Absolutely.
And coming up next, Guardian Legend. For the
All
Nintendo.
right. I'm very biased towards this game personally because Tualo is a really good friend of mine. Has actually run Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise before on Fastest Furs event. But we're gonna have him back to do Guardian
Wasn't that
Legend.
just this past marathon?
It was a couple marathons ago.
It was a while ago.
But this is an NES classic. It's actually a really interesting game. It's got a mix of like spaceship combat and then action sequences. It's a really cool run, and Tualo has been working so hard on it. I think the time that his PB right now is in the top 5 or top 6. I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong, but it's up there. And this is just a game that he's told me, like, this is a game I loved as a kid and I wanted to be my first speed game. So here we are.
It's really exciting. I always like seeing really cool games that I've never heard of before, and this is one of them. And we do have another game that's kind of similar to that coming up, a really cool old game that I've never heard of. But before that, I think we need to get wackier. So as we hop into the second section here of the list, we're going to be introducing Wacky Boy number 2. Sarth, hello. Are you feeling wacky? Oh no. That's what the Halloween season does, I guess. All right. So let's talk about some games. Let me tell you. Let me ask you, Wacky Boy number 2. How do you feel about Habareki?
Sarth, you're not coming through for some reason.
Oh no.
What are you talking about? I
Oh,
hear
you're-
stuff just fine.
No, he's not coming through on stream though.
Oh.
But oh, I know what it is. I got it. Hold on, give me a second.
I promise you guys, Sarth is real.
Try now.
Am I now? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Eh?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Yay!
Yay!
Hooray.
All right. So, Sarth, You're feeling wacky, right? I forget.
I'm feeling extra wacky.
All right, Mr. Extra Wacky Boy number 2. How do you feel about Habareki?
It's a name I can't pronounce. And it's super cute. And this was like Metroidvania levels of like old games, I guess. I think, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
It's very derpy. I love the character design so much.
The character design is great.
You like switch between all 4 of them, I think, as well. It's just pretty fun. It's a nice little platformer.
Also, is your mic good, Scythe?
My mic is good, yes.
I don't think so.
No! I'm probably gonna have to restart my mixer. No!
No. We'll figure it out. Don't stick with us.
Not this.
This is just for extra effect.
Should we
This is part of our wacky. This is part of our wacky boys chick.
Yeah.
We're just being wacky right now. Haha, got him.
Sarth, you're
Oh
good,
my
buddy.
goodness.
We got this. Just talk. Just use that beautiful voice that you've
Hello? Oh,
Hello.
You're
There we
real.
go.
Hey,
Hey!
we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on before something breaks again.
I can hear myself now.
Hello Kitty
Nice.
Cruisers.
Ah! Do you like Hello Kitty? Do you like insert car manufacturer here because we're not
That's a
sponsored by
Mercedes-Benz.
them? This is the game for you. It's Hello Kitty,
Yeah,
and it's
it's a Hello Kitty racing game.
yeah,
It's better than Garfield Kart.
it is better than the Garfield card. I can agree
It's
with
true.
Garfield Kart does not have Hiromi in My Melody.
Does Garfield Kart even really exist?
Yes, I think there's 2 Garfield Karts.
that. Oh no.
We don't have either of them. But
It's also a
this is
Garfield
gonna
card
be
at 3DS.
I think that's. I don't know.
I don't know
We're
either.
moving on.
All right.
ICs have it. Which is a game. I was told it was really bad, but it didn't look that bad, so I don't know what I missed.
It looks neat for sure.
It does
It
look really
looks
neat.
You play as a
I
seal,
don't-
and you're a pirate.
Play as a seal.
And it's a Genesis game, which we don't really have a lot of.
No. Genesis is interesting.
Yeah, I was at Sega Genesis. Genesis coming to Nintendo Switch soon. I'm gonna play the heck out of that one.
Genesis that is not in marathons. I don't know.
Bro
Just making
Sentia
stuff
says that in chat that this is a good one, which I think has just struck fear through my entire body.
And yeah, side-scrolling platformer.
Yeah,
Looks like a
side-scrolling
lot of fun.
platformer. Space Cow's gonna run through it for us. They say it's a good game until the last 2 levels. You better play those levels.
Gooder.
Good until it's just
Good,
impossible.
just gooder.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, what do we got after that? We got Hotline Miami.
Hotline Mamma
boy.
Mia.
When's Hotline?
When's Hotline? Man?
Wait, where's
This
the pun?
is a game. Miami.
Ah.
So yeah, this is a classic for good reasons.
Yeah. Lots of flashing lights, lots of doors opening into people, lots of animal masked things.
Yep.
Lots of amazing music as well. Oh, I love
Yeah.
the soundtrack so much.
Yeah. And yeah, we're gonna have what I believe is the most popular category with Jackal, a very good runner. And for those of you that are worried about Miami being a place in Florida, there's also a town called Miami in Ohio, so you can pretend it's even worse. Sorry to anyone in Ohio. Both times I went there, I got
Hotline Miami, Ohio sounds like the worst video game.
Both times I went to Ohio,
Or the
I got
best
sick.
sequel.
So that's my take on it.
It's like a demake.
didn't mean to make the chat incite a hate riot on Ohio. I apologize.
Let's go back to hating on Florida.
Let's go
That's
back to
also
House
that's
of
more
Golf.
socially acceptable.
Yeah.
Are we not hating on golf?
No,
Oh,
we like
no.
golf. That's why we're talking
Good,
about golf
good.
now.
Golf good.
Dude,
Yeah,
that
golf's
yard
pretty
is
nice.
not in regulation. I'm sorry.
What do you mean it's not in regulation?
It's
Oh
too-
look, it's Ulvin playing a golf game.
It's only
Oh.
a golf game.
Here's my shocked
Alright.
face.
Wow, it's gonna be really fun.
No, Shockwave's in
Um,
chat. He can do it. Yeah,
I've
there you
It's
go.
golf.
It's
I played
golf.
this game before. It's on the Switch, and I got it for like free. I'm pretty sure, but it's very good. Honestly,
Yeah.
there's like a lot of levels to it in
We're
general.
gonna be seeing all the championships on easy, so you're gonna be seeing a lot of the levels. And also, if this yard is not in regulation, why can this happen?
Whoa!
Yo!
Crazy, right?
It's wild. You're like golfing on tables and stuff in this game, and like knocking things down. Not really, but like imagine. It's
gonna
cool
be
though.
really cool.
It's fun. It's a fun game.
It's fun.
Recommend
and
the
then moving
watch.
On, we have It'll Do,
Yeah, it'll do.
which is a like parody Zelda game, kind of.
You put Fishmonger in the background. Let's go.
Yeah.
I have to
Yo.
reference Lap City.
I appreciate it.
But
It's
yeah,
got,
It'll
like-
Do is like a parody Zelda game almost, and it's very fun.
With puzzles.
With
Got a lot of puzzles.
Puzzles are awesome.
Puzzles
Heck
are
yeah.
awesome.
I totally did not realize the game name was a pun until Sarth just made that joke.
Oh,
Oh my god, you didn't?
And we reviewed I reviewed the game and I didn't even realize that.
We reviewed this submission last time.
I know. I'm just a really slow learner and I'm bad at puns.
you need pizza.
You do need
What
pizza.
you need right now.
Paziza.
But yeah, this is gonna be run by Fruit, who ran 2 games for us last time. Very good runner, very good game. Can't wait.
Can be a very good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then coming up next, we have Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland.
Hey, Shasta, do you
go.
want to talk about this?
Matt, do you
Yeah.
want to talk about this game?
I do like this game a lot. Cool is one of the best runners of the game. Top 3 and 8%. That's all I'll be seeing here. Very fast in general. The game is just so good. Oh my god. There's lots of what's called mixes in the run, which is like a 4-frame trick to like basically give you any power you want. There's a lot of those in the run. And it's very, and like we go faster using them. You just save a few seconds here or there. Some save a lot more. But yeah. Also Kirby good. This is our
Kirby
only
good.
Kirby game in the marathon. So
Bad.
yeah, big sad, but it's
Big sad.
fine. We got a banger here to say at least.
Yeah, for sure. And then
I'll say
coming
it was
up
also
next,
my first Kirby game as well. Yeah,
it's a good Kirby game.
very
And
good.
then coming up next, we have The Last Guardian.
This is gonna be neat,
This is gonna
actually.
be a fun one.
Gonna be comfy.
Notable for having a lot of cutscenes. This is actually a really good chill run. It's one of those runs where you get attached to the story during the speedrun, and it not only has cool speedrun sections, but you also want to cry when it's over. Which I think every good speedrun should do.
I agree.
And not just for the runner.
I should get emotional after beating Kirby. Anyways,
Every time I beat a speedrun, I get anger. Although, as much as I can praise this game, I do have one complaint. Why
Go
is
on.
it called The Last Guardian? One right there.
Oh
What about the one right there? And what about that one?
Oh,
Hey, Lori. Hey,
What
Lori.
about this one? What's up?
Hey, Lori. I think the prophecy has been foretold. You would reveal the next game.
Okay, but wait, first off, if that's The Last Guardian, what about all of these ones?
Oh dear.
oh my goodness!
Alright. And speaking of fun games that have a lot of scenes and movies, it's actually time for our special little movie night. So please dim the lights, make sure your phones are silenced or off, make sure you know where the closest fire exits are, and please get comfortable. I'm gonna need audio for this one. Let me know when audio's ready.
It should be ready.
All right.
Gee, it sure is boring around here. My boy, this peace is what all true warriors strive for. I just wonder what Fastest Furs is up to. Your Majesty, Fastest Furs needs a new game for their Fall Fest's game list. How can we help? It is written, Link Faces of Evil shall be a bonus game. Great! I'll grab my stream. There is no time. Your splits are enough. How about a GL in chat? Go fast, streamer. Squadala, we're off. Wow, what are all those cutscenes? These, Link, are the cutscenes of the category. You must watch each. Guess I better get going. Here is your game slide. This will tell you everything you need to know.
Like you said, where is it? Come on, please go to the next slide. Here is your game slide. There it is. I found it.
Thank you for that,
yeah.
Lori. That was
Lori,
amazing.
that was
Thank you, Lori.
amazing.
That
Thank
was
you. That
awesome.
That was the big thing I was planning.
Wait, that's
So,
not
yeah,
the
we-
original? I thought that was the
No.
original translation. Okay.
But yeah, no, we have Link the Faces of Evil. If you've ever seen gameplay of the game, which you may not guaranteed have seen, it is not exactly the fastest. However, we have a remastered version here that makes the game run at a playable speed. So not only will you be able to see all the cutscenes in this run, but you will also see some fast movement for once in your CDI life.
Just
Um,
once.
Just once in your CDI life.
Just once and never again.
And just like
This
a
game
few
is an
of our other games,
experience.
this is our third bonus of the event, so you're gonna have to get in some money for this one. But I think you'll want to do it.
I
Come
think
back when you're a
everybody
little
would
bit
want
richer.
I was debating dubbing this as well, but I decided against it.
If
You
only
want
if you
Link
have
to
enough
Faces of
donations.
You want Link the Faces of Evil? It's yours, my friends. But only if you have enough rubies.
Rubies. But yeah, before things get too further down the hole,
That's its only 2 lines. I can't
we're
even
gonna
I can't
move
do
on.
anything else.
we're gonna move on to the other Zelda game we have, which is Wind Waker Randomizer.
Oh no.
We're no stranger to
Search
randomized,
randomized.
obviously. We're not even a stranger to Zelda Randomizer. But Wind Waker is definitely a very interesting game because there's a lot of ocean.
It's only ocean, as far as the eye can see. No.
Yeah, you're right.
Wind Waker's it's fun. Like half of it is, ocean sailing. The other half is just opening treasure chests and getting a single rupee, or just a bomb for no reason,
Or a joy pendant.
or a joy pendant, even better.
I love joy pendants.
Yeah, but with the randomizer actually modding in the Swift Sail from the HD version of the game, this is going to be a very quick and fun race that we have here.
Oh, apparently
Oh.
this game got a crowd control update recently, but that's not going to be part of this.
Ooh.
We're not doing crowd control.
Yeah, we're not
sounds
doing
fun.
crowd control, but that might not be a bad idea for future marathons. Hint, hint.
Maybe.
Or maybe a showcase or two.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ah.
And then we have the Lost Legends of Redwall.
mice
Mice!
and other animals of a forest.
And mice! So yeah, this is a really fun one. It's
It'll
really
also have
cute.
at least one ferret in it.
It will have at least one.
Yo.
I almost thought you said Ferric for a second.
Still working on that one.
Still working on that one. This game is still great. This game is still amazing. Run's gonna be really fun. We have 2 acts to go through, acts 1 and 2. So you'll get maximum action in this very, very, I just want to call it cute again.
That's very good.
There's a certain number of us who grew up reading the Redwall books, and I am one of them,
I'm
and I'm
not one
really
of
looking
them.
forward to this run.
I'm definitely not one of them, but that doesn't matter. It's still gonna be fun. And then coming up next, we have Love 2 Kuso. where I didn't put the name Kuso, but it's on the image, so I win anyways. So
There
yeah,
you
this
go.
is a really fun, quick, fast-paced platformer, 2D platformer. You are moving through levels incredibly fast, and this sequel put the entire original game in the sequel. Revamped all the levels and brought it back stronger.
Yeah, it's a lot of tight movement throughout the game, and just the stuff that you mess up on, it's not the game's fault. It's your keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very infuriating but fun game, and hopefully the runner does not get mad at the game. They can get mad at me all they want. I'm just clarifying that now.
No, we can't get
and
mad at you, Lori.
You sure can.
Yeah, we love you too much.
All right, well, let's get some more people that totally love me and don't want to get mad at me, because we're moving into section 3 here.
Bye bye.
And
The Crabs Pug.
Shasta, you've been saying a lot. How about you hop on with me at the desk for
Yeah.
a good second here? With
Hey, everybody,
Wacky Boy
I'm-
number 3.
Hey everybody, it's me, Wacky Boy number 3, Shasta.
Spooky Shasta.
Spooky Shasta. Shouts my
And
friend Chiefs
Shasta.
for making the icon a while ago.
And Shasta,
Yes.
I have a assignment for you.
What's the assignment?
What do you know about Metroid Prime Hunters for the Nintendo DS?
Well, I know a lot about Metroid Prime Hunters for Nintendo DS because I am running that game in this marathon. Yeah, shouts to that. So this is one of the first games I ran a long time ago, back in the golden age of 2014, if you will. It's a first-person shooter game. Like, it's actually a Metroid Prime game on your DS. And you control us using the stylus, using like the might get the circle pad. Like we use a lot of that. It's really cool. Now this run is also very, very broken. There's a lot of out of bounds in it. A lot of sequence breaking in general. Like there's a lot. More recently, like in the first few minutes of the run, we get an item we're supposed to get like halfway through the game, just way early. Also, thank you for the Metroid Prime Hunters for Nintendo DS in the chat. Appreciate it. That really helps me out.
DS. Really helps you out.
Really helps me out. But yeah, it's a very good run. There's a lot of sequence breaking, lots of out of bounds, lots of skips in general. It's a very flashy and buff game. I can't wait to show it off.
That's exciting. I like this game a lot too.
I like it a lot.
and
It's
the
also a
app-
lot of people know this game for its multiplayer, but like this single player I'm be running here is just as broken as multiplayer is.
All right, and this isn't our only Metroid. We have something pretty interesting else in the Metroid category here. We have
do.
Metroid Scroll 6.
This is a Metroid Zero Mission ROM hack. I've seen this run before actually by the
You
same
do?
runner. It's a really cool one. It's a really cool ROM hack in general. There's,
Yeah.
Like throughout the game, you collect these different scrolls, for different powers and everything, and it seems like there's a lot of effort put into it just to make those unique and interesting. And that
Yeah, no,
excites me.
it's a very like not it's one of those hacks that's like not just like, oh, they maybe redesigned the levels a bit. I think there's a bunch of like new sprites too.
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff to it.
So
There's
that
also-
is
Also
Really?
of note as well, just like the last run, I forgot to even mention it, but just like the last run, we're getting all the items in the game. We're getting 100%,
yeah.
which is always fun. Any Metroid 100% speedrun, or really any Metroidvania 100% speedrun, always a good time. Honestly.
Absolutely. And coming up next, I have a game for you, Shasta.
What's the game?
Because I have these slides, that present which game.
Yeah, I've seen this
is,
before.
but I actually don't know where this one is.
Oh heck, where is it? Is it
Where?
is it by the couch there? Maybe?
Is it under the couch? All right, chat. Should we
Maybe-
look under the couch?
Is it in the couch chat? What should we do?
Should we look under the couch?
Should we look on the couch?
I think we should look in the dresser.
I don't know about that one. Well, we're
I'll-
looking at the
I'll
couch
let that.
first. So let's ask chat about the couch first. So under the couch.
It's in the
couch?
cushions.
Behind the blue background.
Okay, it is under the couch.
Yo, there it is.
There it is.
Hey, I was like Blue's Clues for a second. I appreciate that. So yeah,
Shout
we
out
got
to Steve.
Shout out to Steve. Shout out to I forget his name, but the new guy in Blue's Clues as well. That show's phenomenal. I love it. Anyways, Mon him by game. I've seen this before. You try to find your game. It's all you gotta do, but you can't find Mama because if you do, he goes Mama, and like you lose a level and stuff.
You really
But-
do.
It's very silly. It's a very silly game. It's a good time in general.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It gets progressively sillier, even like all the way towards the end as well. It's good. Y'all love this one.
It's a super
It's a-
fun.
Only so
run,
much I can say about it, but y'all gotta watch it.
for sure.
Promise, okay? You promise?
Promise. All right. Moving on after this, we have.
Speaking of
Muscle
silly
March.
games. Speaking of silly games, this
Which
is also
I-
one of those.
I tried to make a joke for, but I just think looking at this image is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So-
very good. You run around as some very, very muscular people and a polar bear, going through all the walls in your city there, trying to just fit through them all. It's kind of like Hole in the Wall. Ever seen that game show a long time ago? Kind of like that, but as a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the runner, and I'm not surprised at who submitted this.
Yeah,
Lori,
shout out
are
to
you trying
Juho.
to? Are you trying to tell me you did not Photoshop anything onto this? Like the picture just
nope.
came this
I-
way?
Trust me, that would have been too much effort for me. And
This is the
I
video
dubbed
game.
a Link.
Yeah.
I dubbed the Faces of Evil cutscene for this.
Also, fun speedrun trivia. This game was at GDQX, run by UFO Techie, and there was a fursuit on the couch.
Let's go, Techie.
That's Pog.
Yeah, it's very pog.
Love
That is
Techie.
very Pog.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Coming up next, we have our second showcase. We have a music composition showcase.
I think I'll let Blaze talk about this since he put them all together.
Oh, I'm really excited for this. So I've been talking to Tal Ceres about doing this. Apparently, actually wanted to submit this for the last marathon, but wasn't sure how it was received. And then told me about the idea afterwards. And I was like, dude, you have to submit that. It's going to be so cool. So it's going to be I believe the way we're going to be structuring it is it's going to be a bid war. And you all get to pick the song that he is going to do an arrangement of on stream. So it'll be kind of like
Oh my god.
a remix or a alternate version of that song. And it's being done by Talserace, who is in the chat right there. And I'm just really excited for this. It's going to be a very, very cool showcase.
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
wait.
super excited for this one. And we're no stranger to musical showcases here.
Nope.
In fact, we have one that is returning from our previous fall event coming up next. I am also, this is how alphabet works. I'm sorry, this is just next in the alphabet. But I'm super excited to announce that as well as this awesome composition showcase, we're also in the music performance aspect going to have Scarab back on the piano.
Ooh.
Heck
I love it.
yes.
I have such a soft spot for this because this was our first ever music showcase that we ever
It
had on a
was.
Fastest First
I remember-
Marathon.
Yes.
And Scarab literally had me in tears.
Yeah,
It was
no,
so
me
good.
too.
So good.
I was I remember I was so nervous about how the panels would go leading up to this one. And then this one happened and I was just so happy. So I'm
And-
incredibly happy to have this back.
And it was also something that we weren't sure how well this was going to go over with all of you, because we wanted to make a risk and do something a little bit different to show off some other artists doing stuff that is related to video games. And this was the first one, and we just watched it and we were like, okay, we did something really good here.
Yeah.
So can't wait. Thank
I
you
can't
for
wait.
thank you for volunteering to do another one, Scarab. Really looking forward to it.
Yee.
Not to be too picky over what songs you play, but I remember last piano showcase you said you were hugely inspired by Toby Fox's music, and he kind of released a new thing recently. I wonder if some of that's coming.
Ooh.
I guess I'll have to wait and see.
You know what Toby Fox did the music for? He did a song for Pokemon Sword, and look what we got next on
Did he?
our schedule. Whoa!
Look who we got next.
We got It's not
Pokemon
Pokemon
Channel.
Sword, but it's a Pokemon game, Pokemon Channel. So for those that don't know, actually, this is one like there was not only was Pokemon Coliseum and XD on the GameCube for Pokemon games, there's also Pokemon Channel, which is a game you're supposed to come back to every single day with new content to it. Essentially, it's kind of the gimmick of it. There's also these different shorts called the Pichu Bros as well.
They're great.
They're great. You'll be seeing like most of them in this run, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, so with the game giving you new content every day, it's not kept too internally other than just on the system itself. So you can go into your GameCube settings, edit the date and time, and get your new content early.
Fun fact: this run can also use 2 Wiis to beat it even faster.
That
The category is not doing that. We're doing
This
the single
category is not
console.
doing that, but yeah,
Right.
you can edit your system date and time and get to everything you'd ever want. If you like watching speedruns and the Pokemon anime, I have good news.
I hope you like watching both of them. They're both very fantastic things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Pichu Bros especially is so cute. The idea of this run is to like watch all the Pichu Bros shorts. You'll be seeing all of them. It's great.
You'll be seeing the Pichu Bros. I
They're
love the
so
Pichu Bros.
adorable.
They're so cute.
Yeah,
And-
that's yeah, good stuff.
And moving on from that,
Gaming.
we have an
Whoa, where
interesting
is it?
one. So,
Whoa.
if you remember last Fall Fest, we had Portal. And I used my portals to help kind of clean up the slide. You know, I thought it would be convenient.
Yeah.
However, this runner, Erisiel, I believe it's pronounced, which I'm probably wrong,
That sounds right.
has presented us with the challenge to not pass through portals, and that kind of stuck a wrench in my plan. So, sorry, but hopefully you'll like the run when it happens.
Yeah, Portal's always this classic speedrun, and this is definitely a little bit of a twist on the usual Portal formula, if you will.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
got all those different texts like the
Literally-
ABHs,
Oh,
all the
oh,
bunny hopping
y'all.
and stuff. Yeah.
Y'all, I
Mhm.
regret to inform y'all that someone in chat has informed us that the run is invalidated because the estimate went into the portal.
Oh
Okay,
no.
well, the estimate isn't the runner, so we're fine.
True.
Oh, okay.
True.
Yeah. I don't know how to count. Can you throw things through portals and have it be a valid run? That's
don't know.
interesting. I guess
Can
we'll
we
have to
can we
find
go
out.
through can we go through one portal? Because it says
I
no
don't-
passing through portals. Can we go through one?
Maybe there's a
Mm.
loophole there. It's like how if you've ever played the Kaizo Mario World hack Quickie World, it says there's no invisible blocks because there is one invisible block.
Oh.
I got hit by it. I'm still sad.
Oof.
What's on the description as well too for this? Apparently you can actually stay on the portals, but you can't go through them.
Oh, okay. So you can
That's
still do some funny
interesting.
stuff with the portals. You'll want to see this for sure.
Yeah, I'm curious myself. But also, I'm curious about this run here too. Resident Evil Village.
Ooh.
So yeah, this is the newest Resident Evil to come out, and it's very good as far as I'm aware. For improves on like Resident Evil 7 as well. It's in a lot of ways. I don't know much about the Resident Evil series. I'm not gonna lie with you.
I don't either.
But yeah, I've heard good things about it, and
Yeah.
like this run's gonna be good. That's all I know.
This is.
It's a-
Let me.
it's a good
I'll-
horror.
Yeah, I'll just
Oh,
tell you this is a run that you can really get your hands on.
Mhm.
It's a
Got
great
it.
run. Yeah. Oh,
Absolutely.
like Shasta talks about Kirby games. Oasis gets to talk about Resident Evil games. So let's just give him a second here.
Yeah.
Be a
That's
nerd
really
about
all
this
I had to
game.
say. That's really all I had to say.
Oh, I know why
Oh.
you said that. Okay, don't worry about it.
Yes, there you go.
I know why you said it as well.
Ian Keith got it too. Ian Keith got it too.
There you go.
We see what you did there.
Thank you. And this is why I do the presentations.
Yee.
All right, moving on. I'm not captain. We have Road Rash. So
Road Rash.
Ooh.
I don't know much about this game. I know a lot about the runner.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
you also do not have Road Rash.
I hope I don't have Road
Yeah.
Rash.
Hopefully
Me
not.
neither.
As far as I'm aware, in this game, it's kind of like a. I think it's a game that was on our schedule or that we looked at. That was like it looks like first person, but it's not.
Yeah, it has a first-person HUD, but it's actually third-person. So
Yeah,
when
and
watching
you, like,
the
hit
mission
people.
video, I was watching Brosentia like fight another dude on a motorcycle for like 45 seconds, and I thought it was Brosentia watching two AI dudes fight on motorcycles for 45 seconds.
I was as
While he
well.
just cruised behind them.
It threw me off just a little bit, but then we got back on it. Just like he gets back on the motorcycle and he falls off.
Yeah,
But
you don't
yeah.
want to. Yeah, you don't want to crash on the motorcycle for a long distance, because then you have the animation of the person running all the way back to his motorcycle, and if you're really far away from the motorcycle, you're watching that animation.
Mhm.
Oh no. But yeah, this is gonna be fun for sure.
It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be some good stuff. It's gonna be some
Uh,
gaming.
it is, and then after
Speaking of
that, we're gonna
gaming.
have rolled out.
Rolled
Um,
out.
We had
Is-
this game last time when it was still pretty new with the all courses category. However, there are some more courses, yes, in the form of content updates, because there was one of those, but also in the form of community custom level packs. We're going to have Slosher Wailord with the Summer Surprise collab pack.
If you know this game, by the way, it's very similar to Monkey Ball with some different mechanics to it.
They put a
It's-
rat in the ball.
Put a rat in the ball. They also put a giraffe in the ball and a
Yes.
chicken as well.
They
I
did,
think more
and
characters to
there's-
come as well too.
Yeah, I don't remember if all of them are out yet, but
Yeah. It's
it's
good.
going to be great. For sure.
Good game. Very fun watch
Yeah.
in general. If you like Monkey Ball, you'll like this one as well. Check it out.
Yeah. And again, it's always really cool to feature like community made content for games. So this is like double exciting.
hmm This game's still in early access as well. It's not even completely out yet. But it'll get
Yeah.
there. They're working on
And
it.
it's great.
Absolutely.
Then we have Running Wild.
This game is definitely very wild. I'll say that much.
This game is definitely wild. I would almost call it wacky.
I wouldn't call it one of the wacky boys, but it's definitely one of the wacky games on our list.
I think one of these dudes could be the next wacky boy.
I love the way they run in this game, especially because like it looks like they're kind of floating above the ground when they do it, and it looks a little slippery. It's fun. I had some of the Cali-thons like earlier this year. It was a really fun. It was a great time. It's a very wacky game, like I said,
Absolutely.
and everyone is an animal. I think Lesness is the panda as well.
I think so.
I think so, something like that.
So yeah, that is definitely a very funny experience. And coming up now, we have our final section of games here. So it's
Saving
time
the
to round
best for
off
last.
the roster of the Wacky Boys with number 4. Oasis, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. By the way, I'll do the same thing that Shasta did and shout out the artist that did my icon. You can find them at oh my god, words. Damn Tazzle on Twitter.
You typed that out to me earlier and I forgot how to spell it. Give me a sec so I can post that in chat.
No problem.
There we go.
Yeah, I really love that icon. It came out so great. And
There we
I am so excited to be here with y'all.
I'm excited to be here too. And the
As
first
am I.
game we have to talk about, we were just talking about silly games before you got here. You want to go back to that?
Absolutely. Hey, Lori,
Alright.
did you know that the next game is actually based off of a comic book?
I did not.
Yeah, neither did I until about 30 minutes before this started.
That's interesting. You did research.
Very, very minimal research.
So yeah, this game is funny.
Yeah, it's
for sure.
basically robots shooting things.
Robots
it's really-
shooting things.
From what I noticed from the submission video we saw for this, like it actually is really cool because it's 2 each side scrolling, but there's also first person sections out of nowhere, which I think is pretty neat.
I saw it on Kuso Grande. Awesome.
Hey,
Thank you for that review. Although, Oasis, stop everything.
Stopping everything.
Doesn't this character on the box remind you of some sort of fruit?
A banana?
Banana.
Oh no!
Potassium.
Potassium.
All right, that's all I wanted to do.
Thank you, I appreciate
It,
Next
it.
up, we have Silent Hill 2.
it was a joke ripe for the plucking.
Silent Hill
enough.
2.
Uh-huh.
So,
Be a great knife.
Big Speedy. All right, give me a sec to find words. If you
Speedy,
know
great
furry
knife.
speedrunners, you have probably heard of UFO Techie.
Who we were
Uh,
just talking about earlier, by the
We
way.
were talking about Techie earlier, and we have Silent Hill 2 here by Techie, which is a great game. And on top of that, we also have a pretty interesting mod. So from my very limited understanding of Silent Hill 2, the Great Knife is a very good weapon that makes you move very slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's
This
basically
mod-
Pyramid Head's weapon.
Yeah, okay. So you have Pyramid Head weapon, but it makes you move really slow when you use it. This is a mod that restores its speed so that you can have normal speed with this super oversized sword. So you're just gonna see James drag a super oversized sword through Silent Hill,
But very speedy.
but very fast.
Speedy great knife.
Speedy Great Knife.
Speedy Great Knife.
That's a great band name.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll write that one down. Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
And Knuckles. Beating the
And
game.
Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
Hey guys, do you think that they know that we're gonna be using Knuckles in this game? I don't think they
Did you
do.
say Knuckles?
Oh.
I did say Knuckles.
Is there Knuckles in this game?
There might be Knuckles. Did you know that you have Knuckles?
And Knuckles.
And
Knuckles the enchilada.
Ooh, yummy.
The fact
Yeah,
that you
Sonic
called them
2.
enchiladas.
And
Sonic 2
Knuckles.
and Knuckles. Knuckles in Sonic 2.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of this game is the voice acting by Idris Elba.
Oh, it's easily.
Mine is
easily
when
the
Knuckles
best part.
does the floss. Alright, so
I
moving on.
wasn't-
We have Sonic
Yeah.
3 Blast.
That's plenty enough Knuckles for one day.
No more Knuckles.
Yeah.
It's time for
No more
flickies.
Knuckles.
Yee.
We've removed them from our hands. So 3D Blast is a game that's really good or really bad, depending on who you ask.
A good speedrun though. Very good speedrun.
Very good run.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
a Sonic game.
It's isometric. That's pretty neat. It's very fast.
Ooh, someone is asking which version of 3D Blast is going to be played.
There are
That's
many
the question for
versions.
the runner in chat.
It is.
Ooh.
Worry, what version are you playing on?
The good version. Genesis.
The
there we go.
Genesis version.
That's what-
Okay.
That's
That is
what
the
I
good
thought.
version. Yep.
Yeah. It's a very funny looking run, and with the flickies, it requires a lot of really cool routing. So you're probably gonna like this one if you tune in. So tune in. Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis.
This game is
for
not on the
Nintendo
Sega
Genesis.
Genesis.
This game is definitely not on the Sega Genesis. But
But
maybe
this
it
is-
would have been if it came out back then. Who
Maybe.
Hey,
knows?
it's that Squid Game I've been hearing so much about.
Hey!
Spoon
Thank you
2.
for making jokes for me. But yeah, no, Splatoon 2 is great, and I back when the game came out, like almost instantly started speedrunning the single player mode, and I always liked doing that. Almost more, I like this game in general, but I almost like speedrunning single player more than even playing the multiplayer. So Octo Expansion is genuinely maybe one of my favorite game releases in the past couple years. That like isn't an indie game.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe we featured the main game at the last Fall Fest.
I have the memory of a goldfish.
I want to say that we featured it at the last Fall Fest, so
I believe we.
it's nice to
have-
see it come back.
Auto expansion is always great. I've wanted to play this for a while. I'm looking forward to this run.
But yeah, that is this is gonna be really fun. You get to see a lot of really interesting and unique levels with some really funny routing, and it's gonna be great. And the music's banging. True.
Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. It's so good.
It's so good.
So
and then
good.
coming up after that is the game that I'm going to say it now. I did not make jokes about that one guy on either of the slides involving this character. But I forgot what game this is. All right, cool. We have Streets of Rogue first. Oops.
Yeah, just in case you haven't had enough roguelike games, here's another one.
Here's another one.
Hey,
Yeah, no, this is a pretty cool one. There's a bunch of characters in a procedurally generated, almost like GTA-esque world.
Yeah, for those
And-
who don't know what that means, it basically means that all of the worlds are created at random.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting to see basically on the spot routing and what strats can be made out of pure luck.
part of the mission here as well. It's apparently it's like Nuclear Throne meets DSX mixed with Anarchy of GTA. To me, it sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's going to be all over the place.
Everywhere, definitely chaotic.
Definitely.
In general,
And-
roguelike experience is always very fun and very skill intensive. So like, yeah,
And
very good.
like I was saying, the next two slides have a character that has been related to a guy recently. I'll preface now, I did not make a joke about that guy. I forgot about this game too.
I was gonna say
Oh.
it's
You
okay,
got this,
Lori. It's okay. Bust a Move is awesome. I love Bust a Move.
Oh, it's
I
really
played
good
this on
Bust a
arcades a
Move.
lot back in the day. This game is so good. Not that, I haven't played this one in particular, but Bust a Move in general is just it's awesome.
Oh, wait,
It's-
wait,
it's
I'm glad
puzzle
you know
game,
something
what
about
it
this
is.
because I knew absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a puzzle game. You know, you like shoot bubbles that like matching color bubbles, and you just eliminate them. And like if you limit the ones in the back, and there's no more bubbles for the latch onto, it just falls off and you beat the level. It's great.
Nice.
Big fan.
You love to
I'm
see
also
it.
a,
Yeah, it is
uh,
Puzzle Bobble.
I'm also
Yeah,
a big
Puzzle
fan
Bobble,
of
exactly.
Double Double. They've done some amazing runs for us recently.
Yeah. This is gonna be
Absolutely.
fun. Also, that penguin is busting a move.
It do be busting the move.
All right, so this
And busting
upcoming
the
game,
groove.
these upcoming two games have a character that's been related to a certain guy. Just to preface, I didn't make any jokes about this guy. Feel free to in the chat.
Are
if
you
like
sure?
really
Are
want.
you sure that that's the game that's
Yes,
coming
it's
up
Super
now?
Mario 3D World. Yes, it's Super Mario
Hey, the
3D.
guy! Whoa!
It's the guy.
There they are.
It's the guy.
Hey,
Whoa.
I know that guy.
I'm correct this time, though. That's the difference.
Is it Luigi? Is that Todd?
Is that Todd? It might be Todd.
Todd Mario?
So yeah, this is Mario 3D World. It's cool. It's on the Switch. Pods is gonna be running it for us.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking very forward to it.
I'm just sad there's no Bowser's Fury, but that's okay.
I mean,
Next time.
all right,
Bowser's
all
Fury
right,
is
all right.
also
Blaze,
good.
I have an idea for you.
Okay,
Submit Bowser's Fury.
I
Ooh,
would have to learn it, but then maybe.
Then learn it.
it's very good. Love me some Bowser's Fury, but also love me some 3 World in general. This game slaps. I played
Yeah.
when it came out on Switch earlier this year and absolutely loved it. I got all 380 stars, so always looking forward to see more of this game and marathons in general.
And people are calling Bowser and Mario a furry in the chat.
Does wear a cat suit. That's all
What
I'm
if we put
saying.
the
I
furries in
mean-
space?
Oh.
If we put the furries
Hey!
Furry.
Furries in space.
Mario, but in space.
Ants %. I'm sorry.
I saw it too. I wasn't going to be the first to say it. It's a
I'm
cool
sorry, Lloyd.
category, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Always
Oh,
love Galaxy.
ampersand.
Why did you?
It happens. It's a typo.
Sorry,
guess
why'd
so.
you do that?
At least I listen.
This
Compared
is
to
a mod
others-
where Mario's
at
very
least-
tiny.
At least compared to other slideshows I've done, at least I typoed a category name and not a runner name.
This is true.
But yeah, any percent with a Y is your tried and true. And this game has some pretty interesting strats involving the 2-player mode that I believe Ray does use.
Oh yeah, they absolutely do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. That's one of the things I'm most excited about this. Is 2-player strats are a thing in this run. Razor will be using them. And that's awesome. That gives you basically how that works is you get an extra jump to use 2-player strats if you're able to aim your Wiimote at Mario. It's so cool. I'm actually really excited about this.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a very
Now-
fun one to watch.
And I always just love the visual of like the two player, like the two Wiimotes, and it's like pew pew, like, you know, like you're some sort of gunslinger, you know, with those Wiimotes.
Yeah. Oh, also this one spun again.
Yes.
I thought I wasn't gonna be
Damn.
funny because the last I
guys.
didn't make any jokes in the last slides, so I made this one spin.
Apparently, use the
Guys?
green plumber in this run as
Yes,
well.
we are not using any red plumbers.
Yeah,
You
but we
can
don't
go
need red
Mario.
plumbers.
allowed.
That's fine.
You can now play as
Green
Luigi.
Mario.
You know what else you can play? Superliminal.
That's a good game.
That's a good game. It's a very interesting puzzle game where you can move objects and they will change their properties.
It's a perspective type of game, if you will.
Sometimes you will.
It sounds
make
like Antechamber.
kind of
In a way.
In a way,
in a way.
it's all
It's
about.
a- it's a mind hack.
Lost trying to play it. Yes.
I think this game is awesome. Essentially, how it works is you grab an object, and depending on how far away the object is, that's how large how large the object will be. If you're close to the object will be suddenly very big. It's all about your perspective, like I said,
Yeah,
and like that's used
and
throughout this entire
this
game to go
is-
fast.
This is you're gonna see a lot of perspectives of gameplay when this is, I believe, our first non-randomizer 4-way race.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, you don't
Uh,
need it to be a randomizer with stuff like this going on.
Yeah, stuff like this going on.
Whoa!
Oh!
Oh,
That could happen at some point. This game is kind of crazy.
Checkmate.
Check.
The cool thing too is, since there's going to be a 4-player race, if you see the person who's quote in the lead like do something cool and you don't quite figure out what it is, you'll get to watch the other 3 people do it,
Yeah.
and then maybe you can figure out what the heck happened.
It's good.
I thought that was a
Sweet
good
gaming.
idea. And then and it was just like, then it was just quiet. So
I'm sorry.
oh no, it's good.
It's good.
It's
And
good.
then coming up after that, we have Sweet Home.
not Alabama.
All right, now Alabama.
No, that's a Sweet Home. Isn't that sweet?
It's very sweet home. It's
That
gingerbread
is a
house.
very sweet home. There's also a
It
goat.
does look very tasty.
So
Whoa,
this is
spooky.
based off of I think, Japanese movie of the
Yes.
same name.
Yeah.
Where a bunch of movie producers go into a house, to try and get some treasure, and the house is haunted.
Oh no.
And it is an NES RPG with character permadeath.
It looked very much ahead of its time,
Oh.
honestly.
For sure.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it is a horror RPG.
E.
And
It's that
one
good
thing
stuff.
to note too, this was also the precursor to Resident Evil.
That
Yeah.
makes perfect
Yeah.
sense, actually.
This
Yeah, it
was also made
was.
by Capcom.
Yep.
Isn't Fresco's basically treasure? What's the difference? Isn't everything treasure? Couldn't anything be a treasure if you think about it? I'm just arguing
Technically
with someone in
speaking.
chat because I don't want to be wrong.
You're arguing with the runner in chat, Lori.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be wrong.
I think they know.
Okay, cool. Glad we figured that one out. And also, if you're worried about that image making you hungry, don't worry. We only have 3 more games. One of those is
Only
Sis
3?
I'm hungry for video games. It's like Sis Crusher. This is a
like
cool
Sis
one.
Crusher. Categories, all of them. This is an all categories run. There are categories in this game.
Yeah, they're all
So
very
we
short.
can-
This game's
I'm
very
gonna
broken.
play all of the categories in this game.
Yeah, there are 3 of them. I did my research. Don't you worry. Yeah, it's
I think
it's
it's
a,
any
it's a
percent
first
all
person
bosses
game.
at 100%.
Yep.
I'm so good.
And they're all just like they're all just a few minutes long as well. Like this is a very short run. It's busted. if
Definitely
you
gives
will.
me futuristic kind of vibes.
Oh, it is.
It absolutely is. It's
Speaking
good.
of futuristic vibes,
Speaking of futuristic vibes, yes.
I'm looking at the next game that's on the list. Yeah.
Titanfall 2.
High end
And,
fall heck yeah.
Hype.
I just made this
I-
joke a little bit ago, so I'm just gonna make it now. There we go, the Titans falling. And
Yeah. Oh no!
No!
Oh no!
I'm
You
so fun.
stay,
Laugh.
I go.
I just gotta say, I can't get enough of games where you take down gigantic corporations.
That is really cool.
Titanfall 2 is one of the best and fastest FPS speedruns out there. Y'all are in for a heckin' treat, to say the least.
For sure.
I think Multimiller is also top 10 in the game, so you'll be seeing all the fast.
It'll
All
be
the
very
fast.
fast.
And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he just started learning it within like the last year after basically taking down every Half-Life 2 record that he was interested in. So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Good
So
runner.
this is going to be one you definitely want to see. And coming up next, we have one more game.
One more game.
You guys ready to see it?
Oh, the last
ready.
one.
Oh. What?
What?
Okay, hold on. Something.
No,
Oh
Oh
no.
no! Oh
no.
no!
Error.
Do you guys think maybe we could try and just show the game off anyways? Maybe it'll still work?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I'm
I'm
giving
not
it-
panicking, you
Give
are.
it a shot.
Oh.
Oh.
That's interesting.
So many V's.
So many V's, like the game we had last. This is a very, very precise gravity flipping platformer. And it's a very fun run. White Paws is going to be showing it off for us.
You mean Vite Povs?
I
Yes.
don't, but the computer wants me to. Yeah.
I mean, the computer is always right.
Maybe the computer is right. Maybe I have a few like backups in here. Maybe we could load a backup. Let me check real quick.
Let's try.
'cause if we could. All right. Yeah. No. I think we have a few backups. Let me try this. Yes, there are the backups.
Hey, there they are.
Hey.
We fixed everything, and we also have a list of backup games. So don't worry. We may have just finished the games list, but we have some games still that may show up in case of emergency.
in case of emergency, break glass and select backup game.
Yes. Also, as per usual, some of you may be contacted before the event for a showcase if we're doing that.
Yep.
Yep. So some of you might be hit up to show off your game in a showcase leading up to the event. So even if you aren't in the main event, you might still be able to get on the channel leading up.
Or
Tell you what,
after.
if we actually-
Before or after.
Before or after.
If we actually do get a chance to put in Resident Evil 3, I would be very excited to see what kind of new technology what kind of new tech has been discovered since the last time that we have featured it.
Yeah, because it's been a long time for that one.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
summer showcase.
Yep. And with that, that's all the games we have to say. However, notably, we usually do a schedule reveal, but this one was a games list reveal. So we don't have everything finalized. And before we get that schedule out, we'd like to call out to all the runners that have a game, or even backup in potentially. I don't know about that. Point is, if you have a game in this event and you have an incentive or a bid war for that game, we'll be doing stuff like assigning roles and giving a form shortly.
Yep, we're gonna give everybody who is in the main event and on backup the runner role, and then we'll be pinging you later to submit your incentives, as well as some other information that we just didn't get through Angus when we were getting your runs in. So we'll need stuff like your Twitter handle, a couple other things, but mostly it's the incentives. And then we'll get the schedule out ASAP within the next couple weeks. Once we get that info. I also just really quickly want to say too, there's definitely some people who we were not able to fit you into the event. This happens every time we do a marathon. It happens with every speedrun marathon out there that I've ever been a part of. It doesn't mean anything bad. It doesn't mean your runs are bad or that you're a bad speedrunner or anything like that. We just had a lot of really good submissions this time, and we can't accept everybody given that we have a tight schedule. So keep trying, keep submitting. We love you. We love your games. It just wasn't the time for them. So let us know if you ever want to do a showcase. We will always put you on stream. We just were not able to fit you into the marathon this time. So don't take it as a personal slight or anything against you as a speedrunner. It's just one of the things that happens when you have events like this. So we appreciate you, and keep submitting and keep being a part of our community. We love you.
Yes.
Yes.
Keep being an epic gamer. Y'all are the best.
Being
You are amazing people.
And with that being said, I'm tired. That's all we got.
Bunny.
Bunny.
So, yeah, thanks everyone for showing
Bunny
up.
Gaming. Bunny V Gaming.
Make sure you get some rest, because we are still a little bit over a month away from the event happening. So you can use all this time in the world to prepare your runs, your commentary, your commentators, whatever you need. But yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. If anyone else...
We'll go ahead and kick it back to the intermission window.
I
You
have
can
one
check
more
out
thing
that
to
cool
say.
logo again. And yeah, anybody who has final things to say, go ahead.
Anybody else first? I will go last.
I got nothing. Just
All right.
keep on gaming, everybody.
Oh, I got one, but go ahead, Laurie.
Alright, well, the last thing I wanted to say was there's something that happened with this slideshow that has happened one other time previously involving the slides.
That's that.
Nice.
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 Nice. So,
That's all I had.
real quick, I just want to remind everyone once again that the deadline for volunteer applications is in 13 days on October 21st. So if you are interested in volunteers, please do submit an application. We would
There's the
very
link.
appreciate it if you would come along.
Yep, we always need people to help out behind the scenes, and it takes a lot. It takes even more people than just the runners to put this on. So
Yup. Is it 16 days? I can't count.
it's 2 weeks from
Which
Thursday.
is very embarrassing because I'm a programming person.
Oh no.
Me too, but I have other things do my math for me.
I have a
I'm
phone.
just glad we figured out Lori can count to 69.
I can't.
Same.
When the computer does it for me.
Yep. And the last thing I was going to say is we got to go off on a raid, and we're going to go ahead and raid over to Vince Wolf, whose music you have been, not his music specifically, but the Walking Dog
group's
music you've been listening to all night long while we've been revealing the games list. We'll be heading on over there in just a minute. So thank you everybody for being here tonight. Please come back for the marathon. Please volunteer. We'll get that games list or we'll get the schedule out to you in just a couple weeks. And we look forward to seeing you next month. So thanks again. Thanks, Lori, for another amazing PowerPoint.
I don't think
And,
I'm going to do the dubbing a Zelda CDI cutscene again.
That was
That's
so
hilarious.
good.
That was amazing.
I
was
appreciate
the-
your work on that.
That was the peak Lori
if
moment of
if people want, I will
stream.
put that video public on YouTube. I mean, it's going to be part
Yes.
of the VOD, but
Please do.
Do it.
Yep.
I'll do whatever.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all
And
for
thanks-
watching.
Yeah, thanks everybody else for being here to help reveal the games. This was fun.
Heck yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone.
Metro Prime.